Pittsburgh Steelers lose player number 2 as Robert Spillane heads to the Las Vegas Raiders, signing a 2-year deal with a max worth of $9 million, a little bit over $4 million guaranteed. The Steelers, meanwhile, are just sitting around. Inside linebacker, nowhere to be found, which leaves you to start believing that the Pittsburgh Steelers never really wanted to dive into the inside linebacker free agency market. Robert Spillane was almost a guarantee. There were few people that at this point in time had a Steelers roster in 2023 that did not include Robert Spillane. The guy played 100% of the team's defensive snaps the last 4 weeks of the season. He played almost all of their dime backer sets. This guy was in coverage when he shouldn't have been in coverage. Overall, the Pittsburgh Steelers had some crazy crush on Robert Spillane the last 2 or 3 years. And in his 4 years in Pittsburgh, it felt almost certain that he would just continue to be here until he no longer played football. It just felt like that's where we were headed. But nope, he's off to Vegas. A $9 million deal, I think, was very affordable for Robert Spillane. I honestly expected him to get right around the $4 million mark. And if only $4 million is guaranteed, I think that's a great deal for Spillane, for the Raiders. Something the Steelers certainly could have jumped on, but chose not to. So you have to start thinking, where are they getting an inside linebacker? I'm about to talk about this tomorrow on my Steelers to Go, but it's got to be at the NFL draft. They got to have their eyes on somebody. I think that somebody is out of Clemson without giving a name. The Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they're leaving a lot of people speechless. They're leaving myself a little bit speechless. I've come to the terms that this is not where the team's direction was at all during any of this free agency process. And even though reports say that they were in on Leighton Vander Esch, it's uncertain how much of a converted effort they have given to the inside linebackers within the free agency class, because almost all of them are signing for cheap deals. The Steelers have a plan. They always have a plan. That's the one thing that we know about them. Unfortunately, we never know what that plan is. And most times when we guess about it, it's wrong. That being said, they are right a lot of the time. If they're right about this one and the way that they're going about inside linebacker, people will praise them at the end of next season. But as of right now, it's easy to criticize a team that has 2 inside linebackers on their roster, a major need, and is just watching names fly off the board. Almost all of the names fly off the board as they just sit around and watch cheap contracts get signed. At this point, maybe they're looking for a Devin Bush reunion. I highly doubt it, but I've been shocked before. I'll be shocked again. As of now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they lose player number 2. Cam Sutton is headed to the Detroit Lions. Robert Spillane is headed to the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, today, good news for the Steelers. They re-signed DeMonte KZ and Larry Ogunjobi, so they maintained 2 of their own, and they signed offensive lineman Nate Herbig. It's a good day for Pittsburgh. Rough day for Pittsburgh's inside linebacker room, I would say. But again, I think they have a plan.